All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for our Summer Paths to Wellness program. If you missed the first session last week or any of the spring sessions, you can find those on our YouTube page, and we're recording tonight's event as well. As most of you know by now, we're still open. We're still here supporting breast cancer survivors and their families. We're doing everything that we did in the office, just from, you get to see a little insight into our homes. So don't hesitate to reach out to us if you need anything. We're still here for you. Just a couple of housekeeping notes. Please remember to mute your microphone. And you can choose whether you want to keep your video going or not. And while I am finishing introducing Dorothy, if you could grab light weights if you have them, or soup cans or bottles of water, anything that's 5 pounds or less. We're going to do some light weights, so take a minute to grab those. And at the end, we'll have a bit of time for questions that we can ask through the chat box. And we're a small enough group that we could probably just, if you wanted to, we could unmute mics. So I'm really excited to welcome Coach Dorothy Evans to lead us in this bone density workout. Dorothy is an RRCA certified running coach, and she's been a personal trainer and group fitness instructor for over 20 years. She has 3 adorable puppies who, maybe if we're lucky, and I call all dogs puppies, so if we're lucky, perhaps that one of them might join us. And I also happen to know she's a great person to go biking with. As with all of our Paths to Wellness online, you can click on Dorothy's name on the advertisement on the webpage and take any class that you want with her. So please welcome Dorothy.
Hi guys, it's my pleasure to be here tonight. I love to bring wellness and fitness to all communities. And I want to start by saying that if there is any injury that I need to know about, any modification that needs to be done, it's possible to modify every single move. So if you feel that you want a modification, please just unmute and just raise your hand and say, I'm looking for something a little different, and I can show you that as well. So I'm going to stand up. I have a chair that I'm going to keep by my side just in case anybody needs one for balance. You can always have it there. I'm also going to do a few ballet bar moves, but we can also have our hands on our hips for those moves. I'm just going to angle my camera a little bit differently so that you can get to see a little bit more of me as I move back. So the first thing that I'd like us to do is to just stand with our feet about hip distance apart, and we're just going to reach across the body side to side. And we're going to do this just for a short amount of time. Just get that body open, get a little bit of movement. Now, if you have to reach down a little bit lower, that's an option as well here. Good. Now I'm just going to step to the side and step to the side. Right? And with that, a little pushing back with my hands. And I'm just pushing as though I'm pushing through water. It's not that big. And go at a pace that feels right for you. Good, let's go 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna stand, and all I'm gonna do is lift my knee up, and I'm tucking my tailbone under just ever so slightly. Try to relax your leg and focus on the muscles in the lower abdomen. Good. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm going to open up the shoulders and just get them warmed up by lifting up, back, down, and around. Take nice deep breaths into the back of the lungs. Good. Let's go the opposite direction, please. Good. And a release. So I want you to see my feet for a moment, and I want you to focus on the fact that my toes come up as I sit back. So you're elevating your toes and you're gonna sit back and come up to a squat. Squat it down, come on up, and then up. Go nice and slow and focus on your knees. You don't want your knees to come forward, you want your booty to go back. As though you're gonna take your tailbone to where the floor behind you is. We'll do 8 more of these. 7, good. 6, 5, 4 more. Good, last 3. 2, and 1. So here I'm just lifting. I don't want to lean over, but I want to make sure that when I lift, my shoulders stay square to the side and back. Out, same leg. Try not to lean over. If you want, put your hands on your hips for balance. 7, good. We've got 4 more on this side. Nice. Let's go 2 more on this side, please. Now we're doing the same thing on the other side, but try to keep those shoulders steady and side and. Now where you should be feeling this is right where the hip meets the buttock, right in that little button. Good, we have 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So I'm taking a step forward with my right leg, and I want to make sure that my right knee ends right above my right ankle. So make sure that your knee doesn't go too far forward, and you just step forward and come back. Step and back. Now let's take that back knee and drop it straight down. So I'm coming down like an elevator and not going forward like an escalator. Good, we'll do 4 more of these. 3, good, last 2. 1 more time. And now let's switch legs, opposite side. Good, and go in a range of motion that feels appropriate for your body. Good, 4 more. 3, good, 2 to go, and then we're gonna pick up those weights. So pick up your weight, your cans, your water bottles, whatever you have. And I'm gonna have the top facing upright. And we're gonna do very slow bicep curls. So really slow on the way up, and then super slow on the way down. Now you might be wondering, why am I going slow? And the reason we go slow is you'll notice that it takes a lot more energy to go slowly, that we're not working with momentum. Okay, make your hand grip nice and light. My hands are just barely holding on to these weights, but I'm focused on what's happening right here in my bicep. Good. So this is called hammerhead, where the head of the weight is facing north. Now, if I turn and let the head of the weight face out, that's a lateral head bicep curl. It's the same thing. Come up in 4 seconds. Come back down in 4 seconds. You'll notice that I'm not locking out. I come about 90% down, keeping that tension in the muscle. Good, let's go 4 more, please. Good, 3. Nice, last 2. And the very last one. So I'm going to talk very briefly about lateral raises. A lot of people think you have to come up to here for it to work. Actually, if you only go to there, it works better. So imagine I took saran wrap and wrapped around the top of your body, and you were breaking out of the saran wrap. So I have your upper body wrapped and you're just pressing out. It's this little movement, but what we're doing is we're hitting that medial delt muscle. Now stand nice and tall. Think about what it would feel like to have a weighted backpack on your back and allow your belly button to pull into your spine. Good, we're gonna go 4 more of these. Beautiful. 3, the last 2. Good, last 1. So here, I'm just pressing back a little bit. Don't worry about going too far and listen to your body's range of motion. You may be able to push back a little further on one side than the other. That's okay. But I'm keeping my abs tight. I'm staying as tall as possible. If there were strings from the tips of my ears up to the ceiling, I've got 4 more of these. Good, last 3. Let's go 2. And last 1. So I'm just gonna put my weights down for a moment. If you have a chair or bar, something you can lean on, that's fine. If not, hands are on your hips. And we're gonna circle the leg going in a forward direction. So up and around. And I want you to keep your abs in, your ribs in. So think about having a waist cincher on. Everything pulls into the center. That's gonna help you with your balance. You're breathing into the back of your lungs like you're filling up that backpack. Let's do 2 more on this leg in this direction. Good, now let's do the opposite direction. Same leg. Good, are we shrinking or are we getting taller? I know that I have to remind myself personally to stay tall because your body wants to get a little bit shorter as you're working. Good, let's go 2 more times, please. Good, last 1. So now we're switching over to the second leg and we're going forward first. So just ahead. Good, shoulders are square. You have 2 parallel lines happening. Your shoulder line and your hip line. Try to keep them parallel through the movement. Nice, 2 more. Good, last 1. Now we're gonna go backward with that. Ask yourself this important question. Are you breathing? You just wanna have a nice natural breath. Good. Did you find yourself holding your breath when I asked that question? Let's go 2 more, please. Good, 1 last time. So when I lift my heel to my buttock, what I'm doing actually is pulling the muscle in the buttock up my back. So it's almost like you're pulling up pants, right? So if you want to hold on, you can hold on, or hands on your hip, and you're just bringing your heel to your buttock on one side only, up and down. Now don't lean too far over. Think of there being a wall here. Just lift and place it down gently. So what we want to concentrate on is the same amount of time on the lift as you're using on the drop. Good. Relax your foot. Nice. 4 more, please. Good. 3. And now we're switching sides. Again, nice and tall through here. Good, I have 4 more in here. One more time. So I'm going to start on the second leg this time, and I want to show you the difference in my leg positioning. So when I first started, my legs were parallel to one another, but now I'm going to take that leg a little bit further back from the start position. As I curl, I want to make sure that knee doesn't come in, but it stays back. and then you put it down. Lift and down. Lift. And remember, if you have to hold on, that's absolutely fine. Try to keep the lowest part of your spine long. So I'm lifting my ribs up off of my hips like they're floating in the air. Good. 4 more now. Excellent. One last time. So now the opposite leg is the leg that's a little further back. Same thing, you're gonna keep that knee back. Don't let it come forward, it's going to want to. So you have to concentrate on pushing this thigh bone, pulling that femur back. Good. Four to go. Nice. Both of my feet are parallel and all 10 toes are facing forward. I'm going to step my right leg out and bend my right knee. And then I'm coming back up. So I'm sitting into that right hip, down and up. Now, if you're seeing me in reverse and have to go left first, that's absolutely fine. Push your booty back. Good. Remember, don't let that knee rock out. It's facing forward. All 10 toes are facing forward. Good. Let's do 2 more, please. So I'm doing the same move on the other side. So the leg that steps out is the leg that bends. I step and bend it, I come back. If you ever ski, this feels like a skiing tuck. If you didn't ski, it still feels like a skiing tuck. All the way down. Good. Push back in that back heel. Excellent. We've got 4 more to go. Last 3. 2 more. 1 last time. Good. So we're going to work hips a little bit, and all I want you to do is push that hip to the side, just like you're giving a little hip hop, right? Right side only. 8 and back. 7, 6, 5. Your knees are soft. 4 more. 3, 2, and opposite side. Just a little pop. 7, good. 6, you can smile, you know you want to. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Then side to side, right and left, right and left, right and left. Good. There you go. 4, 3, 2, and right goes forward. Forward and back. Front and back. Same time, right? It's like someone has their hand just on your booty, pushing it forward just a little bit. 4, and back. 3, and back. 2, good. Last one on this side. Now opposite side, front and back. Front and back. Good. Relax your shoulders a little bit here. 4 more. Nice. 3, 2, now I'm going to go 1 right, 1 left. Right, left, right. It's like a little twist. 8, 7, yes, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're putting it all together. Side, side, front, front. Side, side, front, front. Ah, I'm half Greek. I can't help it. We got to do a little belly dancing. 4 more. 3 more. This is so good for your hips too. Last one. Good. So we're going to make a figure 8. I want you to take your left hip and think about drawing the number 8, or actually an infinity sign. So it's front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Good. Get that good lumbar mobility here. Now we're going to add a little squat. Half and down, halfway down. So a half a circle, squat. Half a circle, squat. Nice. Circle and squat. Circle and squat. 4 more. Nice. 3. 2 to go. Last one. And relax. Playing the feet is just making a little outward position. So my knees are directly up, there's a dog. My knees are directly under the heels, and I'm gonna tuck my tailbone under. Now you can have your hands on your hips or on your thighs, and you're just going straight down and up. Allow that knee to track that big toe, down and up. And now if you wanna do it on the ballet bar, you're just holding onto your chair, that's fine. So I want you to focus on the way up, pulling from the inner thighs, down and up, down and squeeze. So you get those inner thighs to really feel like they're pulling you up. Good. This is good for the density of that thigh bone. 4, 3, 2. Now let's go down and pick that right heel up. Place that right heel down, stand up straight. So down, right heel comes up, it goes down, we stand up. Down, lift that right heel, down and up. Down, lift, down and up. 4 more. Good, 3. Nice, last 2. Good, last 1. I'm gonna switch to that left leg now. Down, lift, put it down and lift it up. Take it down, lift that heel, heel drops and up. Lift. 4 to go. 3 to go. Last 2. Last 1. Good. And take a moment, grab a sip of water if you want, and we're gonna go into split squats. I'm gonna show you my feet. One foot is slightly in front of the other. I have my ankle of my right foot lined up to the big toe of my left foot. And then all I'm gonna do is, as I sit back, I'm gonna reach forward. Sit back and reach, and then pull. Now, you can do these with the weights, but you don't have to. So if you want to use the weight, sit down and press and pull back. If 2 weights are too much for you and you want to do 1 weight, just holding it with both hands, you can do that too. So remember, 3 options, both weights, 1 weight, or no weight. Right foot is slightly in front of the left, and here we go, split squats. Sit back into that left foot. Good. Don't forget to breathe now. Remember, all your energy is going back into that back foot. 4 more. 3. 2. Last 1. Let's go ahead and switch the foot. Opposite legs in front. Take a moment to feel like you have a weighted backpack on. Ready, set, and go. Sit back, come up. Good. Nice. Excellent. We have 4 more. Good, 2 more. Last 1. Keep your elbows close to your side. Don't let them come up, and open and close like you're opening a newspaper. Open, slowly shut. Good. Hand grips again are nice and light. 4 more. I'm going to add on to this move. Last 2. Good. So now I'm out, I'm down, I'm up, I'm in. I'm out, I bring them down, I come up, I bring them in. Good. Lengthen your spine. Good, let's do 4 more of these, please. 3 to go. Good, last 2. We're gonna finish off strong. Okay. So here, if I were pulling my pants up high, so think about just holding onto your waistband and pulling your pants up. Your elbows are gonna go back. You're gonna lift your collarbone up. You're gonna pull your belly button in. Ready, and up and down. 7. Now don't let those shoulders go into your ears. Keep your shoulders down. Good, nice adjustment. 8. Excellent. 7. Remember, hand weights are light in my hands. Let's do 4 more. Good. 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, so we're gonna do a double leg deadlift, and then we're gonna do single leg deadlifts. So a deadlift is, I just push my booty back, and I bring my shoulders so that they're still above my hips. Don't collapse your upper body. Nice flat back like a tabletop. So you push your hips back, and then you use the back of your thighs to come back up. It should feel like 2 zippers. Zippering up the back of your thighs. Keep your tummy in by pulling that belly button all the way back to your spine. Slow and controlled, look forward, don't look down on the ground. Good. So this is not so bad, right? Double leg deadlift, not the hardest move. But what if I were to lift one leg up as I'm doing it? And now notice I'm not lifting it that far up. As I go, putting all my weight in my base leg, go down, and then come back up. And you might want to start at a smaller range of motion, and then when you feel comfortable, increase your range of motion. And if you feel comfortable in that shorter range of motion the whole time, we're okay with that. Good, let's go 4 more. You're like, when are we belly dancing again? 3 more. Don't worry, we're gonna get some hip shaking coming up in just a second. Last 2. Good, last 1. And we're gonna do that same thing on the other side. This is called a T-balance or a single-legged deadlift. Take a moment, loosen those shoulders up, pull the belly button in and go. Down and up. I'm pressing that foot on the floor into the ground. Make sure that your toes aren't curling. You don't want to try to hang on to the floor like a bird on a branch. You want that flat foot. You want those long toes. Yes. Let's see if we can do 3 more. Now remember, if your balance is better on one side of your body than it is on the other, congratulations. You're one of the 90% of people in the world who are better balanced on one side than the other. Excellent. Let's put those weights down for a moment. So I told you we'd get back to shaking our hips. But before we do that, I'm going to do north, east, and south. So I just do a little kick north, little kick east, little kick behind me. That would be south. So you'll notice I lift my knee and then I extend, lift it and come back up. Don't give me a rocket kick. So you ready? Little kick forward, little kick to the side, little kick to the back. You could be kicking something that's just about 3 feet off the floor. Good. Front, side, and back. One more in this time. Side and back. Opposite leg, kick forward, kick to your side, and take it back. Front, side, and to the back. Two more. One last time as a kick. Now we're gonna make it a tap. And here you're gonna have two little puppies in. So we're gonna do tap front, tap side, tap back, squat. Front, side, back, squat. We're alternating sides. So we're gonna start off on the right, get ready, get set, right side. Front, side, back, squat. Front, side, back, squat. Front, side, back, squat. Front, side, back, and squat. Four more. Front, side, back, squat. Three more. Front, side, back, squat. Maybe two more. Front, side, back, and squat. Last one. Front, side, back, and squat. So we're gonna stay in three positions again, but this time it's a heel, toe, heel. Heel, toe, heel together. Heel, toe, heel. So I'm going forward, side, forward, and return to center. Right leg first. Here we go. Front, side, front, return, left. Heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, good. Heel, toe, heel. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel. Now, I said earlier that I was half Greek. What I didn't tell you is that my other half is Irish. So it's a little jig. A heel, a toe, a heel. A heel, a toe, a heel. Heel, toe, and you don't have to add the bounce. Heel, toe, heel. Heel, toe, heel. Heel, and if you want that little bounce, you can add that little bit. Notice I'm not leaving the floor. 8, 7, and if you just want to go 6, you can watch it out too. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, I don't have any Spanish blood in me whatsoever, but that doesn't mean we can't salsa, right? So I want you to go a little forward and take a step back. So I'm going forward step, back step, front step, back step, front, back. Good. 8, 7, nice, 6, 5, the 4 more on that side, 3 more, 2. Now let's do the other side. It's front and back, front and back. Good. Oh, you gotta sway those hips a little bit. 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna go side, step, 1, 2, 3. Side, step, center, 1, 2, 3. Cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now go at a pace that's right for you. Two more. Last one. And take a minute. So the nice thing about that is I want to let people know that when you want to do some cardio, all you need to do is put your favorite music on and dance. It doesn't have to be that complicated. If you remember the hula hoop, you could do the hula hoop. If you want to do the monkey, you could do the monkey. Any dance that you like, right? You just want to get that blood flowing. So here we're going to kick across the body. I'm kicking as though I have a soccer ball, and I'm just passing it to someone in the corner. So these are interior kick. So we're back on that inner thigh again. 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4 more. Remember, the pace that you go is fine. 2, last one. Opposite side. 7, if you want to hold it out, you can hold it out. Good, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. 1 right, 1 left. And tap the opposite knee. Tap and tap. Just a gentle little touch. Now, if this feels comfortable and you can extend out to touching the toe, go right ahead. If you want to keep it at the knee, I'm okay with that as well. Let's go for 8 more. 7, 3, Hundley, 6, 5, good, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Arabesque. So I'm pulling back my heel behind me and I'm elevating onto my toe. So here I kick back, I elevate up. It's an arabesque. So we're going to go one side to begin with. Get ready, set, right side. Up. 7, think about being tall. Beautiful, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Opposite side. Kick back. 7, nice. 6, 5, we've got 4 to go. 3, 2, and 1. So this can be done either seated or standing. But what we're going to do is we're going to hold our arms out, either out like a T or slightly lower. My palms are facing down, and all I'm doing is little tiny circles. But I want to feel like that circle is starting right here. Sit tall. Good, so my palm is facing down. My only change here is my palm faces up and I go in the reverse direction. Good. Now it's front, down, back, up. Front palm down, back palm up. Yep. This is going to help keep the mobility in the shoulders, which is extremely important. Good. 2 more. Last one. Now I'm bringing it in center. Shoulders are down, and I'm just going out and in. Out, in, out. Now go at a pace that feels right for you. Don't worry about anybody else. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a little chicken, tiny little move, right? And I want you to think of the up, 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 up. Good. Now, if your chicken ends up being a pheasant, you're going to lift a little bit higher. Good. Now I'm going to make it a turkey just by opening those arms up a little bit more. Good. We're going to get ready for that condor. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I was born and raised in New York, been in New York my entire life, and I go through crowds, right? So I want you to move your way through a crowd, okay? You're just saying, excuse me, I'm coming through. Yes, nice. Now you can do that down by your belly button and you're gonna feel one thing. You do it up by your collarbone, you're gonna feel something else. So you wanna work in that range. Good. And release. So here I'm using no weights, and all I'm gonna do is work from the center of my back. If I had a peanut on my back, I'm just cracking that peanut. Crack it, and then bring it back. Why I find that this is so important for us is we tend to be on our computers, be on our phone. We close up, and we really need to open the space up. So just a little, just enough to crack open a peanut. Good. 8, 7, and think of the range of motion that feels appropriate for your body. Good. 4 more. 3 more. Good. Last 2. Last 1. So how do you do abs without laying down on the floor? What you do is you sit down, you think about where your belly button is, and think about how it would feel to pull it under your ribs. Now, don't make your shoulders do any of this work. You're just going in and up. So back and up like an ice cream scooper. Ready? And in and release. In. Good. Think of it all pulling up and in. Now, as you do this, you're going to feel the muscles deeper in your abdomen work, right? If you want to put your hands right in the front of the belly button and actually feel the lift, good. Now, without exaggerating our breathing, I want you to blow out like you're blowing out through a straw, a little. Good. Bless you. Good. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. So we brought that into level 1. Now I want you to go 2 levels. I want you to go back to that level and try to go just a little bit further. Ready? And level 1, 2, and drop. 1, 2, and drop. Good. 1, 2, drop. 4 more. In, out. 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Now we're going to finish off by going 3 levels. If you feel like you could do 4 or 5, go and do it. But remember, this is your last move. So if you've ever been in a Broadway show, this is your big number, right? We want to get a standing ovation. I want you to put as much as you can into this. Ready? And in. Can you go another level? And then release. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, and release. In, release. 2 more. Last 1. Now I'm holding my abs, but I'm not holding my breath. I just have that pulling in like a basket weaving. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a nice shoulder roll. And take your arms across and just give yourself a little tap on the back. Give yourself a little hug. We all need to do it every once in a while. And I thank you so much for letting me do this with you. It was such a pleasure. And I hope I'll see some of you again. And if not, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, Erin.
Thank you, Dorothy. This was so great. I don't know if anybody has any questions for you. I don't know about all of you, but when we were doing the kicking part, I was absolutely kicking coronavirus because I'm ready for it to go. So I was trying to kick it out the door. But I was wondering, my question, I guess, Dorothy, is how specifically are some of these like muscle moves so good for bone density?
So the way that a bone becomes more dense is when the load on the bone is more than it can bear, it has to build. It has to get stronger. So in order for us to get our bones to strengthen, we put a toll or a load on the bone, and then the bone is a living thing. I think because people associate bones with skeletons, they think of bones as not being alive, but a bone is a living, regenerating thing. And when you say, like if I had a tent and I had a pole in the tent and it was really, really windy and that tent kept on pulling at the pole, if that pole wasn't strong enough, it would snap. Think of that pole being able to regenerate itself and make itself stronger. That's what our bones do. So even the little movements that you think aren't a big deal, they are. And I have some clients who say, I can't do 40 minutes, I can't do. I say, you have 3 minutes? You could do the chicken thing for 2 or 3 minutes, right? It's all cumulative. It gets in there. The bones will react to whatever load we give them.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In some of the comments, Juanita said she was kicking away her bone metastatic cancer, and I think that is a great way to think about it.
It is. I always think positively. Even if you're doing something that feels hard, focus on the results.
Yeah.
Focus on the good that comes from all of these things.
Somebody else said, when can we do this again? And then we also had, how many days a week can we do this? And I know Dorothy offers this a couple times. So if you click on her site, you can join her. If you click on the link that's on our website, you can join her doing it. But how many times a week would you say is a good time to do this?
I think doing some sort of weight training or cardio, or like we did today, was a combination of the two, to do it at least 3 days a week.
Right.
You don't have to do it for a long period of time. As I said, you could do, if you have a 30-minute session, that's good. 30 minutes is so much better than doing 0 minutes.
Absolutely.
I had no time, I couldn't do anything. I have a workout that I do for some of my clients that's a 15-minute workout. They do it, it's like high intensity, boom, but they get to do it every single day and they have what they need. But rest is also super important, right? You want to make sure, because what we do when we work our muscles is we tear them down, and the 72 hours afterwards, that's where we repair them. But I offer I do Zoom bone density 3 days a week. I do it on Mondays at 10 a.m. I do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11. And I'll give Erin all of that information and she can send it out. It's a donation-based class. And, you know, I have one woman that takes my class that's 92 years old. I've had people in my class that are 22 years old. So anybody can do it. It's, you know, I'll modify for what you need.
Thank you so much, Dorothy. This was really fun. Like, I needed that sweat. And sometimes, like, I've been, you know, doing sort of videoed ones that are not live, but there's something about doing it with somebody else that like motivates you, I think. So that was really wonderful. I really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. And I think it's always fun. I guess, you know, it's just because I'm a woman, I love those movements where you're shaking your hips and you feel like it just makes you feel good.
Yes.
You feel the blood flowing, you feel the energy going through your spine.
Yeah.
So those are things that I like to incorporate.
Oh. So Kimberly said that your energy is infectious and that she had a great time, a fun time.
Oh, so glad. And as I said, I hope I see you guys again and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
All right. Thank you so much, Dorothy.
Eat something good in the next 30 minutes. Like get a bit of protein.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.